My first kind of introduction to Diego was I knew that we had signed a young player.
Diego on the dribble. Sims. Fagundez is in. He shoots and makes it 1-0. Diego stays red hot.
You always knew he had the raw talent.
Fagundez, he's in.
Look at that move. Opportunity at the back post.
But it always was he going to be able to take that talent and be able to give consistent performances?
Around the world, the professional clubs are the leading drivers of youth development in all of the top leagues. We feel like the professional clubs, the MLS clubs, have a distinct responsibility to find and develop the top guys. In essence, you want to find players, let them grow, give them time, be patient with them while you're challenging them so that they're prepared to make it at the highest level.
Definitely pushed me playing the Rebel Academy. There was a lot of players that used to play for club teams that all came to try to make this team, and definitely brought the best out of all of us because of the competition.
Played into the box, and what a finish! Agadello!
You know, our guys come in and you know, train with the academy teams, and they get called in to train with the first team, and so they're playing against full-time professionals, and there's really no substitute for that.
I think having the ability to have a first team like the Revolution, where they can be incorporated into what we're doing, whether they come in for a few weeks of training or we include them in a reserve match or we go watch them play. I mean, there's that relationship that I think makes, you know, a young kid like a Diego feel like, oh my God, I'm close to making the first team, or I'm gonna make this jump.
The first week that we started training, we certainly saw a guy that was different than some of the other players as far as his ability on the ball, his ability to think fast, his ability to adapt playing against older, bigger, stronger kids.
I knew that I had to work hard and do everything I could to prove that if you're in the academy, you're definitely at a different level than playing for just a regular club.
You know, all of the challenges that we put in front of Diego, he adapted to and met them and pushed on for the next one.
Long by Alston. Fagundez battling. He's in. He shoots. He has his first professional goal. Comes to 16-year-old Diego Fagundez.
He's 18 now, and he'll have plenty more challenges as they come along. But we feel like he's equipped to deal with those challenges and learn from mistakes. And you know, we're very proud of him.
We can't just say we want to make everyone a professional soccer player by the age of 18. Getting that higher education is a big part of, you know, American culture, you know, I think so. We have to blend that, and I think when we do it right, you can have the Diego Fagundezes who, you know, for him, he was such a natural talent that going to college probably would have been a step backwards, but a Scott Caldwell going to college was a step forward for him.
For me, I definitely was not ready, given my athleticism. You know, I needed the 4 years of games, constant game scenarios, to really mentally be ready for the step.
In the case of Scott Caldwell, still came through the REVS program, but a very different path. Wanted to go to college, scholarship player, played at AKRON, won a national championship. When he came back in the summer, or he might have been back in a Christmas break, or whatever time he might have been back in, we'd get him training sessions with our first team. And we felt that was extremely valuable for us.
Yeah, Diego!
And for him to see how he interacts, how he trains, what his level, can he increase his level?
Turn!
Because that's really a great indicator of how guys fit in with our first teams.
Really 4 years in a row, I was able to come back, train, get the experience, so that when I made the jump officially, made the transition easier.
I look at those two players as, imagine the two on the extreme, the kid that, like Scott Caldwell, who had to go to college for 4 years to mature as a player, to a kid like a Diego Fagundez.
Come on, D! Go, D, go!
5, 6 years ago, may have gone off to college, may not have made it, but because he's only 16 or 17, he may have slipped through the crack.
Now Fagundez, he got dragged back, still going. Fagundez into the 6, it's loose, and it's in. It resets this game.
We were an academy that was able to facilitate both of their progress and facilitate both of their careers to now jump to Major League Soccer. There's a sense of pride that it's your hometown team, that you're a part of this organization. So Boston in particular is a great way of looking at it, because there's a lot of pride in your professional sports, and when you're a young kid and you can grow up and play for the Red Sox, or you can play for the Bruins, that's something we offer from an academy standpoint.
I like the sign. Being able to step on the field now,
Thanks for coming to the game.
it means a ton, and it's awesome to step in front of the fans knowing that I dreamt of playing professionally, especially here.
Thank you very much.
And it's actually coming true.
Thanks for coming to the game.
I am a local kid, and I used to come and watch the Revs when I was little, so it's nice that I'm playing for the club that I used to be sitting in the stands cheering for. I remember coming to the games when I was little and tried asking for autographs.
Good job, Diego. You're my hero, man.
And now it's the opposite. Now, instead of me asking, I have to give the autographs, which is kind of fun.